Leaders do a couple different things. Leaders show the way, and this is the reason why we show the way, because lessons are caught, not taught. Again, lessons are caught, not taught. So here's something that you can use. We can show the way. This is awesome when you're also training your staff. Do a thing called scope. When you train your staff, use scope. Show them how. Show them why. Show them. Lead by example. Coach. What does a coach do? Besides coach, how does a coach coach? Say we're playing a baseball game, we're playing a football game. Where's the coach? On the sideline. Is he playing or she playing? No. And if the team does something wrong or they screw up, what happens? What does the coach do? They call a timeout. And then what do? They huddle or they bring it in towards the coach, and the coach draws up the plan. They draw up the play and they say, I need you to do this, I need you to do this. They give them expectations. They motivate them, right? They make the 4 things. The coach is competent. They know what they're talking about. We need to change this, this, and this, do X, Y, and Z. They're inspiring. Now go out there and go get them, right? The coach says in football, get your face mask and stick it in their numbers. Lay somebody out. Do something bigger, better, stronger, right? They're forward looking. There's 15 seconds on the clock. We need to stop. We can do it. We came here to win. And they trust and honor the coach. So whenever there's a mess up, they call timeout. They bring him in and they lead. They coach. They've shown them what to do in practice. They go out there and do it. And then here's the thing. You can't be a micromanager and coach from the field. You have to be on the sidelines, and you've shown them. Now you stick to the side. You watch them do it, and you coach. Coach your staff. Watch them. Let them fail. When they make a mistake, reassure them that they are not a mistake. When they fail, make sure you reassure them that they are not a failure. Your staff should fail often, fail quickly, and then rebound from it and learn. You are great at what you do, not because you're awesome at everything, but you're great at what you do because of your failures. You know how to coach your staff because of your experience of falling and messing up and then fixing it and going, I know what to do there. Ooh, pick me, pick me, pick me. I know what to do because you failed before. How awesome is failure? It's really good. Do not be afraid to fail. As a leader, fail often. Fail quickly, and then learn from it and become better. I tell my kids, and I tell myself all the time, dude, how can you fail today? It's just a different thought process and mindset. Observe. That's where that part comes in. I kind of jumped ahead. Observe. Just watch them. Unless a kid is getting hurt, unless there's an issue that it's about to happen, just sit back and watch. In the world of leadership, just watch your staff and observe. If they're doing something that you know that shouldn't happen, it's going to be a lawsuit or something, please, time out, get in there, right? Don't miss what I'm saying. But go in and observe and watch them and just say, hey, let's talk about what happened today. What went well, what didn't. Next, praise. Praise your staff. If we tell our staff to do PBIS, which is positive behavior, intervention and support, we need to praise the positive behavior of our staff. Our staff seem to always, or our kids too, always know what they do wrong the moment that they do something wrong. But when do they get to know that they've done something right? Anybody get pulled over from a police officer and said, hey, I've been following you for 5 miles? You used your blinker, you went the speed limit, you let somebody merge into your lane, congratulations, here's a gift card. Never happens. Why do you get pulled over? Because you've done something wrong, right? More than likely you've done something wrong, so they pull you over. And this is what happens with students. Tell me that you never heard this, because I've heard this a lot in after school program, and I've heard this in school districts with teachers. You have Brian, good luck. You took somebody's legs and you took them out from under them for that other person. Let their experiences be their experiences. But just because Brian was bad for you doesn't mean that Brian's going to be bad for you or you. Maybe that person doesn't know how to handle Brian. They need help in whatever, but not you. But we need to praise our staff. Hey, here's another one. How do you give praise to your staff? What is the one line that is pretty synonymous with praising a staff? You say what? Usually 2 words. Good job. What the hell does that mean? Good job. If I told you today, good job. If I told you today, good job, what does that mean to you? However, watch this. If I was to say, when I asked about who was an introvert, I noticed that you raised your hand. And then I asked a question like 30 minutes into it, and you answered me, and I said, thank you so much for that. I made sure that I said thank you, because it really means a lot to me that you came out of this fear of being an introvert and barely raised your hand of an introvert, but said a couple words to me, and that meant a lot to me because the whole time I was wondering, like, am I connecting? Am I connecting? And when you gave me that answer, that really connected to me, and I want to say thank you for that. A lot more specific than good job, right? When I first said good job, I said, how did that make you feel? You kind of went, but when I went through the how and the why piece, and I praised you specifically for that, I got more of a smile, I got a little chuckle, and I got a little bit of a word out of you. I got more out of you, and it really, truly means a lot. See what happens when we're specific, then good job. Be specific with your staff. Praise them. Last thing on O, give the experience. Once you showed your staff how to do something, once you've coached them through it, you stood back and observed them, you praised them for doing what they were supposed to do, and then you made some corrections, then say, okay, now go out and do it again, and give them that experience. Don't have them sit on the sideline. You learn how to do by doing. So how will your staff or your students learn how to do anything if you tell them, sorry, or not anything at all? Scope. Use scope.